If you've ever wondered why and how you would use Meta's engagement campaigns, this video is for you, because I'll not just explain why you should use the engagement campaigns, but I'll actually show you exactly how to run them. Because engagement campaigns can be really useful, but they're also one of the most misunderstood campaign types inside Meta ads. Some people use them when they should be running leads or sales campaigns. Some people completely ignore them, even when they could be useful for building social proof, growing a page, promoting your event, increasing post or page engagement, or starting conversations with potential customers. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly when you should use an engagement campaign, what they're best for, what they're not best for, and then I'll show you step by step how to set one up properly inside Meta Ads Manager. So let's get into it. The big mistake that people make with engagement campaigns is they use them when they should be using sales or leads campaigns. So what is an engagement campaign best for? Well, the best way that I can show you is to actually jump into the system. So let's do that. So first thing that you're going to want to do is come down here and click create a new campaign, and we're going to want to select for engagement. And you can see here it says good for Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp, video views, post engagement, conversions, although I would question that, and calls. So first of all, this is what's really good when you want people to start making contact, when you want that messenger to go off, when you want WhatsApp or Instagram messengers to go off. If you've got a really good bit of video content and you just want people to watch it for that middle of funnel, that warming, trying to really nurture people, it could be that people have been onto your website and you want to retarget those people with a specific bit of content. An engagement campaign you can optimize for people to view the video. And that's all it's going to do. The algorithm is going to push your video out into the marketplace just to get people to watch whatever you set, 25%, 50%, 75%, 90% of that video. Or you can just get post engagement. So we did this for a client really successfully. Their name was Rare Productions. They do events all over the UK. Their website wasn't set up for taking direct bookings. So whenever they had an event, they would do a post about it. They would previously just boost posts, but that is quite ineffective, and it's only short term. When you want campaigns to run consistently month after month, get an engagement campaign, get it with a consistent daily budget, and what we would find is people would start tagging people in. It would be mums tagging in their daughters saying, hey, have you seen this? And grandmas tagging in their granddaughters, etc. And it worked really, really well. And we could see the booking levels really increase as a result. So this is one of the things it's going to ask you. Tailored campaign, that's going to do a lot of the settings for you automatically. But down here we have a manual campaign. I'm going to show you the manual campaign just because it has more settings available that I can talk through to help explain how you're going to use this. So if you're watching this channel, you know that the first thing up here, you're going to want a naming convention. So you're going to want something like the date, campaign type, and the objective. Because when you do more and more Facebook advertising, you can have more and more campaigns, you can have a big list, and if you've just got engagement campaign 1, engagement campaign 2, it means nothing. So when you're scanning down, you're trying to do your performance review, you need to understand which campaign was what. So this is why we generally start with the date, because then you know straight away by looking when you launched that campaign. Down here you've got the ad set budget or the campaign budget. The campaign budget is where you tip the budget in at the campaign level, and it'll decide if you have multiple ad sets. It will decide which ad set is performing best, and it will filter the budget through that. If you have one ad set that wants to target, going back to the Rare Productions example, we had 2 ad sets because one ad set would target parents and the other ad set would target the young adults, right? Completely different messaging, completely different creatives, and they needed a unique budget because the young adults, and they're sort of like 16 plus, they were the target market. That's the customer, but they're not necessarily particularly economically active. So we used to have a different ad set for the parents that would specifically target them to get them to buy. The budget you can set daily or lifetime, and you can set that. That's all quite straightforward. The most important thing in an engagement campaign is the ad set level. And again, with the naming convention, we would just name the audience that we're targeting. This is the most important thing here around the destination, the conversion location. So do you want people to convert with a message? So do you want people to send a WhatsApp, a Messenger, or an Instagram message to you so you can start engaging them personally? That can be great, but when you do it at bigger budget levels, you're going to have some automation behind that, because otherwise you can't control when people are going to send the messages, and you're going to start getting messages at midnight, at 2 in the morning, and you have to be responsive. Any good lead management, and if you follow this channel, we talk a lot about sales because it is really important, particularly with Facebook ads. You have to be on people quickly. And if you're not responding really, really quick, often that lead is lost. If you have AI automation in place that they can engage with an AI chatbot that integrates with your Messenger, your Instagram, or your WhatsApp, that can be really, really strong. But you can also get people to engage on your ad. So that's what we did for Rare Productions, whereby we were just asking people to like, to comment, to share, to tag people in, that sort of thing, because that was how we really, really got the message out there. Because for them, people couldn't book in person. They just wanted people to show up to their event, and we needed to get the word out there. You can optimize for calls. A lot of people want just that, they want the phone to ring. I was doing some mentoring last night with an academy for dog groomers, and they just want the phone to ring. So we're working on them with doing engagement campaigns to make that phone ring, and it really, really works. It's really, really successful. The difficulty can be tracking, because if people are looking on a desktop, they're gonna pick up their mobile phone and they're gonna call you from the mobile phone. There's a disconnect between the system and the call. So it's important that we're asking people, where did you see us? So we're aware of whether the campaigns are performing or not. Quite often, they're gonna see your ad on their mobile device. There's gonna be a button, they'll click it, and they're gonna go straight through and talk to you. That way the call is tracked and you'll be able to see your cost per call. You can get people to engage on your website, or you can get people to engage with your Facebook page. For people who are looking at growing their Instagram account, that's quite a big topic for people. This is how you do it. And you can maximize the number of page likes to your Facebook page and the associated Instagram account. So when you're running these advertisings, you can just smash people into your Facebook page, into your Instagram account, and that is how you use paid marketing to grow your account, and you do it through an engagement campaign. So then you have the budget and schedule. This is just quite simply, it's all quite straightforward. Hopefully, if you're exploring engagement campaigns, you're gonna be relatively advanced. You're not gonna be complete beginners, but this is where you can just set the start or the end date, or you can just let it run. If you don't tick that, it will just run indefinitely until you tell it to turn off. Audience controls, this is all the same. Any campaign that you run, this is all the same. So controls is where you restrict who it shows to. So you would say, don't show it to people in this location, don't show it to these people or that people or this custom audience. It could be that you don't want to retarget website visitors, because it might be an offer for new customers and you don't want your existing customers to see that offer, or you want to reduce that. You're not going to prevent it entirely, but you might want to reduce it. You would do that in controls. Advantage plus audience, I would generally leave this broad, because the algorithm nowadays, and we've just finished recording a video that is all about, audience targeting and audience testing, and a lot of the advice that we're giving now is to leave the audience broad. There are times, of course, where you don't want to do that, but I suggest you go and watch that video because it was a cracker. There's lots of value in there about how we are really boosting our client success results at the moment through audience targeting. And that's it. The rest here is all just about, how you build a campaign. That's all very straightforward. If you like and you follow this channel, there's going to be loads of stuff about how you build your advertising campaigns. That's not what we're covering today. The main thing that I wanted to get across was exactly what you can use an engagement campaign for, because it is misunderstood. People are using engagement campaigns when they want to produce sales, when they want to generate leads. Unless you're generating those leads through calls, through WhatsApp, Instagram, or Facebook Messenger, use a leads campaign. If you want to generate those messages, those phone calls, use an engagement campaign. If you want people to go through your website or a Facebook form, leads campaign all day. If you want people to buy from you, from your website, by just handing over their money through like e-commerce or something, that's a sales campaign. Engagement campaigns have a very specific purpose, and that is to get messages, to get engagement on an ad, to get calls, to generate video views, engage people to engage with your website, or to like and engage with your pages. So I hope that helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.